Winter has finally arrived. The cooler weather brings happiness and productivity. However, the people in Blassteoto cannot enjoy the cooler months, for there is a looming threat just weeks away. As final preparations are being made to the dome, some residents realize that they are now cut off from the rest of the desert. While this may seem like a good thing, many who live here do not handle being trapped very well. Discontent is obvious throughout the various sections of the walled city. Luckily, newly appointed Guard Captain Roberto Cliff manages to calm concerns and keep riots at bay. Pushing forward into winter, Blassteoto becomes a blur of preparations. Doors are locked down, hatches are battered, and xenophobia begins to set in. With only a few weeks separating these people from possible genocide, it's time to either make this work or die trying.
How dare you?
I know. Oh! Alright, you want to do the shot, Doug?
Oh, no.
How you doing there, Mike?
A sleepy. Same.
Sleepy.
Round 4. Here we go. The final game of Shifting Sands.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, we're on to winter now in Shifting Sands.
And in real life.
In real life as well,
Yeah.
yes. I forget who's last.
Doug was last,
Doug
so I
was-
start.
I'm glad I have you guys.
Huh. Oh, wait, should we kind of recap? I guess you do that in post.
I do that in post, but it's more of like a narrative thing. So if you'd like to go ahead and break down what happened last.
We got two things. Actually, you know what? He just took a picture. Great. Here we go. So Doug just decided last game that he was gonna have some pigs fuck,
some piggies
I'm
fuck.
sorry.
Thank you.
and then you built are currently building a outpost kind of.
Well, an overlook.
Yeah, yeah.
Within the construct of the dome to make sure we can see what's outside.
Yes. Well, I drew the 5 of winter.
5 of winter.
5 of winter elements destroy a food source. If this was your only food source, add a scarcity.
So okay,
Or-
let's go ahead and define winter elements. It's just less hot sand. Like, I mean, winter is a little like the nicest time of year for this
That's
place.
true. So we'll just say, yeah.
It's like a brisk 104.
Yeah, chilly sand.
A little balmy. But
I would
nothing
say
bad.
it wiped out our supply of
Well, you do have
celery.
2 options.
What?
Did you not see the other option?
Oh, right. Winter elements leave everyone cold, tired, and miserable. Project
Cold?
dice are not reduced this week. No, instead I'm going to do the food.
Okay.
So it hit our garden a little bit. It didn't wipe out the entire garden, but we did kind of lose, like, I don't know, like the celery out of it or something. So
Go ahead and cross one of them squares out.
Celery, get fucked.
No more celery.
and then for my action, I'm going to have it
We
to
gotta
where
add a scarcity.
Oh yeah, add a
oh,
scarcity.
scarcity will be celery.
I knew that was coming. So actually, on that topic, like, what's an average meal in these people's life?
A lot
Like,
of vegetables.
A lot of vegetables.
Nuts, vegetables, and fruit. They're getting the nuts from the trees.
Sand-
That's where their protein comes from.
Yes.
Okay.
And, I assume they eat, like, desert bugs, like scorpions and shit.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the other source of protein. So, an average meal is like 2 sticks of celery, maybe part of a zucchini, and like
tomato.
potato,
The
yeah.
tomatoes. They were using that to hydrate for a while. So
4
they-
peanuts and a tarantula.
And
for
soon to
dessert-
be piggy.
Tarantulas in winter, scorpions the rest of the year.
They're seasonal.
Yeah.
It's like Animal Crossing.
And then for my action, 8-inch nails over here. He couldn't buy the shop because the community said no. He's gonna make his way over to the slodge and try to buy up the slodge.
You really want this to happen? You want
He's
a
a capitalist.
conglomeration corporation to happen.
So I'm gonna say that he goes over to the Slodge with a pretty hefty amount of money, but he gives him only a short time period. He gives him 1 week.
Oh fuck. Okay.
They got 1 week to.
So what are the terms here?
Big money, give me Lodge.
No way.
But like, there's no what's the or else?
There is no real or else. It's or else I'll build my own lodge.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So either you let me buy you, or you're gonna have competition.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Cool. Reduce project dice, which means the lodge is done. Who had the lodge?
Oh, that was the thing.
Huh?
That was
what
his
he just
thing.
did.
That's what I just did.
The
The buyout.
Yeah. The buyout.
The slodge.
I thought that was your. Oh
No,
that was your project. The lodge just finished being completed.
I know, but
No,
it's
no.
the same as before. Where
He put the project dice here, and I moved it on the Slodge because he's buying the Slodge.
Yeah.
The Slodge was done.
yeah,
My bad. I didn't see that
Yep.
happen.
sorry everybody, you dumb donkey.
Thanks.
Okay, go ahead.
You're up, Naomi.
Card. Where are they?
Line.
Line.
3 of winter.
3 of winter. There you go.
Someone comes up with an ingenious solution to a big problem, and as a result, a project finishes early. Okay, well.
You keep getting those.
Or someone comes up with a plan to ensure safety and comfort during the coldest months. Start a project related to this. What was your project, Doug?
Piggy fucking.
Pig fuck.
The pig fuck trough.
Okay, so there's not really any projects that would have an.
What's that one?
Oh, his.
That's my overlook to see like what's happening outside the dome. Because at this point we're like sealed off.
Got it.
I mean, I don't really know like an ingenious solution to any of these, so we start a project to ensure safety and comfort.
During the coldest hot months.
It's somewhat chilly.
But people are cold, like they're used to the really hot weather, so I'm thinking like just get like a little heating center going.
Okay.
People really like it warm here.
Well, they're used to it.
Yeah.
Sauna.
Ooh, I like that. Let's do that.
Ooh, okay. Here you go.
The bad part about having a dome is you really limited your space. If you want everything to be safe, you can only build so much.
Well, the dome can fuck off when the year's over.
That's true.
So the sauna's going next to the slodge,
Okay.
and I don't think that'll take very long. I'm thinking like a week.
Okay. 1 week. Alright, we got
It's been.
the sludge sauna is under construction. Before I actually start my turn, let's go ahead and deal with world event number 3.
Hooray! I love when these happen.
So you guys all remember the northern lights above everything. So one chilly winter night, these lights begin to kind of swirl and gather into the form of it's like a humanoid head ish. But the distinct feature are these 2 very prominent glowing blue eyes. And when people look up at it, they kind of get like this sense of urgency and also this kind of sense of confidence. So from that, morale in town has kind of begun to rise. Projects are being completed way more quickly than normal, and the water supply, the lake bed, is now completely replenished, is full, which means the stream is kind of stopped, and this river has turned into it's almost like a standstill, overflowing into the tree area over here where it's coming from, almost as if somebody's prayer has been answered. Let's go ahead and remove a scarcity.
The
And
celery.
also, we're gonna name this event. This is gonna be like a very this is gonna be like a prophetic awakening from within the town to where they're gonna actually name it, almost like a holiday.
Okay.
Well, water's still on the scarcity guide.
Fucking get rid of it.
Bye bye.
We have
Or
plenty.
hello.
So again, this humanoid-ish head, blue eyes, what do we want to name this
God.
prophetic? Just call it God.
Mango.
Well, what's today? Oh, it's God Day.
It's God Day.
Mango.
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 Day.
Yeah.
Life Day.
Can we make it like Mango, like with an apostrophe in there?
Sure. Mango.
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 Oh,
Mango Day. Ooh.
Everyone says it a little differently.
It's Dude Gert Day.
Brogurt.
Bloger.
Brogurt Day.
Okay, so Mango is the new holiday that happens. It's almost like the winter solstice for this southern Prupa Desert town. It gives everyone kind of a sense of urgency. Go ahead and pick 2 projects that just finish.
Just in general?
Yeah.
Well, let's knock out piggy fucking.
The pigs have fucked.
They have fucked.
How many pigs we got now?
Well,
A fleet.
we have a throng of pigs.
Okay.
What is the numeric?
I think a throng is more than 100.
Oh God.
No, I don't know.
I gotta find
A
out.
Googleplex of...
Not that. That's way more
we
than
probably
100.
have about like 10 to 15 pigs now.
Okay. I'm good with that.
It just means densely packed
We have a
group.
ripe source of protein now.
15 whole schmecks.
All right,
Let's
let's do one more.
The... You're up post.
Yeah.
The
No,
the
the
overlook.
Oh, or
Yeah.
the sauna. That could be good too.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so actually, this can be kind of where, as these people are building this overlook, these are the people who see this swirling Northern Lights figure in the sky that brings about this change in the town. And actually, let's go ahead and let's name this overlook. Let's call it
The Overlook Hotel.
The Carl.
Carl. This overlook's name
Chad.
is Carl.
Chad Sandman's Overlook.
It's the memory.
In memoriam.
We are going to call it the Sandman Overlook in honor of those who have died.
Chad,
The whole
Chad,
family.
Bland.
The whole Sandman family.
Yeah.
All of them. Yeah, so we now have the Sandman Overlook, which has contributed to this town's prosperity. So that is now completed and ready to be used.
Do they celebrate by bringing a little piggy up there, like Lion King style? Like,
Holy shit. This is a whole fucking thing. Like every year, one piggy gets picked to be like the protected animal, like
The king of
the good
Krupa?
luck animal. And it's like Groundhog Day. They take him up to this overlook,
he sees a shadow.
and if he sees the
If he shits off the outlook,
no, if he recognizes one of the swirling patterns shaped in the sky, and obviously the people here know what that might be, or how he would react to that, then it kind of signifies like 6 weeks of prosperity for the town.
Neat.
if the pig speaks English,
Well, it's like
Press 1.
what's
He
his
gets up,
face?
he's like, "Give me a pack of Marlboros." 6 weeks of prosperity.
Piggy out.
But yeah, so we have the Sandman Overlook to kind of commemorate this amazing event.
I guess it's
absolutely,
your turn.
It is my turn.
Fucking smashing.
But stuff just happened. The sauna's done now.
No, it's not.
Oh, well,
Wouldn't
the
both
other,
of these-
Those both are finishing right now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I
Go ahead.
guess do the people decide again if
It's
he
up
was
to
able
you.
to buy it?
It's up to you.
I say he buys it because the people are just like
He was
yeah, fuck
very
it.
convincing.
Then people are like, yeah, it's a mangy ass slodge. The water got it all fucked up. So go ahead and take it because he promises he'll make it good. So now it's 8-inch ends.
8-inch and
8 ends.
8-inch in.
8-inch,
God.
8-inch slodge.
8-inch
I
slodge.
can't.
I can write sideways.
Anyway, you can go ahead and go, Jason.
Okay. So I drew the Queen of Winter. You see another good omen. What is it? I am going to say that off in the distance, looking towards like the northeast, right about when the sun is like about to set, you see a it almost looks like this lush, like forest that leads into like it has like a path marker. It almost looks like in our world like a national park trail into this very, very lush, dense forest. You can see wildlife, and as the sun sets, it kind of just disappears. And to the people here, that means that, holy shit, like, what we're doing is, like, this is good. This is a good omen. We should continue on this path, keep protecting the town, keep doing what we're doing. And for my action, I don't really have a lot of projects going right now.
Oh, you gotta make one. We have no projects.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Because this is kind of a brand new town, we don't really have many route markers to other places in the desert. I think I am going to... I'm going to set up a 4-week project, and basically what it's going to do is it's going to highlight a route to the pillar. And the people that are in charge of it are going to be no longer Roberto, but the two people he had underneath him when they went over to the pillar to kind of check everything out. He's going to send them to kind of mark out this route to make sure we have a very surefire way to get to and from the largest city in this area. 4 weeks.
All right.
Ow. Okay. 6 of winter. The time has come to consolidate your efforts and your borders. Projects located outside the settlement fail and all remaining projects are reduced by 2 this week. Or, someone finds a curious opportunity on the edge of the map. Start a project related to this discovery. Wow.
Wow.
Do I want Jason's project to fail immediately, or...
Like
No.
immediately.
You can.
No, I know. Let's see here. I think someone's gonna find a curious opportunity on the edge of the map, and we're gonna start a project related to this discovery. So I think what's gonna happen is there's going to be just a group of random people, and they end up kind of at first following you guys on this project to like just kind of tag along out of boredom.
Okay.
But then they break off after they get up to the giant dog statue.
Okay.
They're like, you know what, screw it. Like, we're going to go this way. We haven't been out this way. And they're going to notice that
The sticky wet patch.
there's now a second sticky wet patch.
So, oh shit, it's multiplying.
The desert's coming.
Literally.
So much sticky wet.
They may thicken the warm.
And I'm
God.
gonna just make this a 1-week project of adventure for them.
Just kind of checking out the sticky wet.
Yeah, and they're
thicken the
trying,
warm.
they're trying to figure out how this sticky wet got turned into 2 sticky wet.
Okay.
Sticky wets.
I like that. Okay, so yeah, I guess we've kind of neglected a lot of things over here. All right, what's your action?
Oh, right. Action. Okay. Yeah, we have been neglecting this
There's
area.
so many glass slippers.
So many. There's 0 things next to the fucking dog statue. Like
It's
there's
just sinking.
there's so much we can do here.
Okay, so our foraging squad is going to start a project.
Okay.
They're actually going to rope off the area. Are these all the glass slippers right here?
Yeah.
Yeah. You said it was like hundreds of them or
No,
thousands of them?
Yeah, they're like all like a lot of them were like buried, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was just so many that they just left them there.
It's too many.
They're
to
basically
deal
gonna
with.
just start digging up all these glass slippers to see if we can get an abundance of glass and or figure out why the fuck they're there.
glass
so many.
and or slippers.
Yeah.
And or both glass
I
slippers.
think the important thing here is not that there's random slippers. It's that we want glass.
Yes, I
Here
think
it
that's
is.
correct.
So that'll be my project.
Okay.
God. All right, I got the 9.
I guess that doesn't do you any good.
Nope, show me. 9. Someone goes missing. They're alone in the winter elements. Choose one. The community organizes constant search parties, and eventually the person is found, or no one ever hears from that person again.
Oh my god.
I will say no one ever hears from that person again.
I feel like you've been charged with killing our entire population.
So a guy just went exploring. He went to go check out why the sticky's wet.
The wet is
and
sticky.
He just never came back.
No one knows
no
what
one
happened.
knows what happened. He just never came
So
back.
does that fail?
No, it doesn't fail.
Okay.
It's like a random guy. Like some guy
It's
saw
not
the team and was like, I can help too.
Okay.
And yeah, just did
Is
his
it the
own thing.
local weirdo?
Oh, speaking
Saunders?
of,
Yeah, it was Saunders. Yeah,
It was Saunders.
Saunders.
The
that's
local
next
weirdo.
turn. Yeah. Oh, Saunders went to go.
Yes, and then from my discovery, the town has noticed something. Ever since this graveyard fell into the hole, there's been a lot of strange activity coming from this area. The locals are superstitious, so they're thinking it's ghosts.
Okay.
Who knows?
Paranormal
Okay.
activity.
How the fuck do I draw?
I feel the beginnings of a religion.
That's
Oh,
not
Just
sure.
draw the Pac-Man ghost.
ghost.
It's like a thimble.
I thought it was a badminton ball.
You guys can fuck off. Yeah,
Shuttlecock?
I'm not an
It's
artist.
a shuttlecock.
That's my turn.
Okay.
Shuttlecock. Did we
Jack?
hold on? We
Oh,
didn't
no.
do any of this.
Oh yeah, turn that down, which means. Yeah. Yep. The sticky wet.
Yeah. So what's going on with the sticky wet?
So some of the elder sand benders or sand wizards, call them what you will, that
I
are
do
out
like
over
sand
there.
wizards. That's pretty great.
They're actually petitioning to be called sand wizards now, just so you guys know. But
Okay.
they noticed that the sticky wet is harder to control than the normal dry.
Dry. Okay, well, what does that mean?
So they noticed that like it's just like they have no explanation of why it's there. Like they cannot figure out like why the sand is just turning into this sticky wet sand. But with their little bit of research they did, they were like, wow, we can't really control this like we want to. It's just not working out like normal sand works. So they're still confused. They have no good answer. There's just more sticky wet showing up.
They just can't really stop this from multiplying.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they don't know if it's multiplying because it's very, very slow. It's not rapid. It's just... It just happened.
A slow descent into sticky wet.
A slow... yes.
A slow, wet, sticky descent.
All right. Okay. Jack of Winter. All right.
Oh.
An infected outsider arrives, seeking amnesty. They have some much-needed resources with them. Choose one. Welcome them into the community. Remove a scarcity, but also introduce an infection into the community. Or bar them from entry. What scarcity could they have addressed? How does its need become more dire this week?
Celery.
It's a man made of celery, but he's infected with
Eat
Ebola.
I don't really understand the way the second question is worded.
So basically what it's saying is, like, you can ban them from entering the community, but if you do, that means that the town is missing out on a scarcity being addressed that this person could have taken care of.
You know what? Yeah, it's celery. There's somebody he wanted, a
It's a
place
celery
to be.
salesman. Honestly, I wish that made less sense, but in a desert setting, like, celery is like one of the best foods you could have because it's mostly water.
Yeah, right.
Like,
Yeah, these people, there's something going on. They just don't want this person. They're given a bad vibe, and they're celery, but they don't trust where the celery came from because they're not growing it.
okay.
So they're just not letting him in.
So I'm kind of gathering that this community is very, like, closed borders at this point. Like, you shouldn't, like, they don't really allow people entry just to anybody. Not for refuge, not for anything like that. Like, they have to, you basically have to have a reason to be there, otherwise, fuck you.
Yeah.
At this point, after we've been trying to take over and
Yeah.
had people, trying to
Enslave
bully
us, and there's worms trying to eat the whole place, and there's there's a lot going on that they need to be defensive about.
So leading into my next thing, my action will be a discovery. The guy who found the clothes and the blanket wanted to go back and see if they were still there, and they're not.
Oh.
So those are gone.
Bye-bye clothes.
The hobo found his clothes.
But there's a couple glass slippers that have appeared.
So in place of the clothing, there's some glass slippers.
Yes.
Okay. It's ominous. It's foreshadowy. Or as Mike would say, 5 shadowy.
This dude
2 shadowy, 5 me.
This dude is very suspicious of what's happening.
Okay. Alright, let's turn the dice down. 10 of winter. In preparation for the coming year, the community begins a huge undertaking. Start a project that will take at least 5 weeks to complete. Well, fuck. I don't know if this is gonna...
Not to sidetrack, but I just got on our Twitter real quick and just saw that, like, Nexpo's, like, gonna do the Monument Mythos. That's that Alex Kansas guy that I mentioned. Yeah, I thought I was original.
You're just one step ahead of Nexpo. Good
Apparently
job,
not. He did that 5 days ago, and I found it yesterday. So thought I was being original. Thought
We're getting closer.
Thought we'd get him on this one.
We're getting closer. Okay, so it's a huge undertaking. So I think the community kind of feels a little bit safer knowing that like this giant hole, this sinkhole that's kind of opened up has stopped enveloping the town. This giant void stone dome. I think that they are going to do a big a military vetting process. Like, we've lost all of our like defensive personnel. There's no one here to really like. There's a couple of people.
I assumed we were getting more because we have the military school.
Yeah, no, exactly.
But
like,
the people living here are the ones going to that, right? So.
Right. So like we are going to be focusing on completely like revamping military protocols and like who is let in and out of this enclosed area. Basically, like, think borders. Like you cannot come in unless you are vetted properly, and they're going to implement the system, and it's going to take a long time to do because you have to get documentation on the town. You have to make sure that all permits.
Are we about to come up with like social security cards for these town people?
We're getting fucking close.
Show me your papers.
Pretty much. No, this has turned into a very xenophobic town, just based on what has happened to them. So I'm gonna put this at the dome, and it's gonna take 5 weeks.
Well, they are secluded from the world. We aren't just in a giant dome.
The dome's gonna end up being like a fucking like castle wall.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's looking more and more like this is turning into like a prison.
They're gonna like start kicking people out of the dome.
Yeah.
They live on the outskirts.
Yeah. Exile or death.
Oh my god, is this just fucking Wall Maria from Attack on Titan?
It might be. Depends on how soon a sandworm is coming, I guess.
Right.
Oh god.
Sandworm eats the world. You're done.
Bye. Done. So okay, they're starting that project. I am going to start a discussion just about the dome.
The dome.
And I'm actually going to have one of the people responsible for the grass and the piggy fucking come forward and say, you know, I understand that we want to protect ourselves from the coming nightmare. However, we're moving towards a very, very, very militaristic and like policed people, and I don't think we can thrive in that environment. Would it be possible to kind of eliminate the need for like documentation, like as this whole the dome project, like the vetting process is being kicked off? These people are very unhappy with it. So is it possible we can like kind of forego the vetting process and assume this might be an asylum for desert goers who are victims of this terrible storm?
I'm gonna have someone actually from the same group pipe in and kind of say something along the lines of like, you know, we were once those people and you let us in, and look what we've done for you.
I'm gonna have one of the old white men from there say, well, unless you were born in the dome, you don't deserve to be in the dome. So
make the dome great again.
Yeah.
Oh
Meta.
My God. Meta. Jesus. Oh, fucking hell. Naomi, get us out of here.
Go back to your side of the desert.
I'm gonna have one of the children who is nearby and speak up and say that the old man is wrong. and that we should exile
Bless you.
him, then everyone else can stay.
Oh, damn. Now we're just kicking people out for having different ideals.
I like that.
You hate to see it. And you want to get rid of the military complex? Sounds like you're increasing it.
Defund the military.
That would be my turn. I am shocked we have not hit the end of the
Yeah,
game so
I know.
far.
I was like worried. I was like,
What's the end of the game?
King.
7 of winter.
Nope. There we go.
What is winter like in this area? How do community members react to the weather?
It's fine.
It's still hot.
The sauna,
Tepid.
it's a little colder, so they have the sauna to keep them warmer.
Yeah, it's like you heard, a crisp 104.
Nice and balmy.
Yeah, it's a little drier than usual, but most people are fine. We do have the sauna in case you're
Freezing.
too cold.
This is such a ridiculous community.
This card is actually garbage, but that's fine.
It really is.
And I'm gonna start a project. What do I want to do?
That's a good question. Are you going to build in the dome? Or outside of the dome?
Suck this dome.
Dome me off.
Dome me off. Fuck.
Wow.
Did I make the pit look like
Did
a
I
butt?
make?
On
You
accident?
did. It's a giant ass.
Two cheeks.
It really is.
What kind of asses are you looking at? I know, I see it, but what?
Prupa asses.
They're
Alright,
very wide.
So I'm starting a proyecto. There's going to be. Is this still crumbling?
You're gonna build by the ghosts? No,
Okay.
so this is
No,
just a
it's-
giant.
it's not
no,
crumbling.
that's fine.
Yeah, yeah, it stopped.
We're going to. A group of unknown people are actually going to make a somewhat of a refugee center outside here, but they're actually going to start utilizing the ruins in this city too. That looks like a dick, but that's fine.
It's okay. This isn't a visual podcast. No one can see.
Well,
There'll be. I'm gonna spice the map up. Don't worry.
Yeah, and this is
Best
going
you
to take
can.
a whole
Yeah.
5 weeks. Oh god, I just mixed a bunch of dice together. Was that there?
Yeah, that's 5.
Okay.
oh, okay.
Okay.
5 weeks, huh?
5-week refugee
This should be done
camp.
before now.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
This should be done then,
Yeah,
shouldn't it?
looks like that's done.
Yeah. So both of these are done.
What's that one?
Don't think that was supposed to be there.
Cool. So this is done.
Okay. That is the glass slipper
Yes.
dig site. So they got just a ass ton of slippers, glass slippers that is, and pretty much we just have a good amount of glass now. I wouldn't say an abundance of glass, but enough glass. And they said they could have kept digging a couple more weeks and there'd still be glass just continuously going down into this like
Okay.
sand pit now.
So do you think that would warrant an abundance? No, you said not an abundance. Like
I wouldn't say
just
it's an
the right
abundance.
amount.
Just
Well,
the right amount of
Because
glass.
like they have the glass slippers, but with glass, they probably need to like make it usable.
Yeah, they gotta
So,
like crush it, burn
Melt it, yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't have like real usable glass yet, but we could soon. But we do
We have
glass.
unusable glass, which
Yes.
is also important.
Yes, we have unusable glass to the fullest
Well,
extent.
sand, you know.
Yeah.
That's also technically unusable glass.
Yes. We just have an easier way of making the glass now.
Yeah. All right, cool. That's those. So, oh god,
Oh no.
what'd you draw?
Is it the king?
It's the king.
Motherfucker.
Bye bye.
And the shepherds, they
guys.
arrive.
The shepherds have arrived.
The game's over. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Shifting Sands.
No, not quite. But there definitely is something that we need to talk about. One year. That was the warning given by the late Captain Valak. 1 year to prepare Blassteoto for an impending apocalypse. As time passes, the town has been blessed with a multitude of good omens, signaling that this town might just survive. A watchful protector appears overhead. A lush forest almost tempts residents out of their homes at a critical moment. 6 weeks of prosperity has been prophesied by a newborn piglet. One peaceful day, the militia is making its rounds, checking the exterior of the dome for any weak points, when they notice someone standing far off in the distance. He seems to be motionless. As the guard begins to walk in the direction of this newcomer, the midday sun begins to dim until finally, the only light that can be seen is a silhouette of the sun and a strange, crackling green light coming from the dome. The guard races back to the dome, demanding to be let back in. Just as they cross the threshold, the static energy radiating from the dome flares to life, creating a maelstrom of green lightning. A few moments pass, and the calm winter day turns to darkness. The black sand has arrived. Whipping across the town of Blassteoto, this supernatural sandstorm begins disintegrating almost everything it touches. The remnants of the town outside the dome begin melting away until there is nothing left. Residents inside are overcome with fear and panic. With every gust of wind, green electricity crackles across the top of their protective shield, almost as if the Void Stone is responding to this black sand. Families embrace each other as they pray for safe passage. Children can be heard screaming throughout the town. Guard Captain Roberto Cliff tries to reassure his residents, but his comfort falls on deaf ears. Just when it seems all is lost, green energy fades into darkness. The piercing sound of wind dies to a low whisper. Eventually, the doors to Sandman Overlook open, letting in a beam of bright sunlight. As the guard looks out to assess the damage, they notice that most of the town that was not protected has been completely erased from history. No evidence remains to indicate that there was once more to this walled city. Scouts are sent to survey the wreckage, but there isn't any wreckage to survey. The only remnants of life are the mysterious dog statue, the hole, and the sunken city. However, one guard notices the man that was spotted just before the storm. It almost looks like he has been taking notes on the town, and is now walking back into the heat of the desert. The town has survived for now. A few weeks pass as the residents become more accustomed to their new way of life. Sitting in his office, Guard Captain Roberto is interrupted from his work by the sound of beating wings. In front of him lands a black bird, covered in runes. As he looks at this curious bird, it begins to glow with a white light. The runes once covering the bird begin to pull away from the creature and rearrange themselves on a piece of parchment. Once the runes have been laid out, the bird flies away. Moments later, Roberto bursts out of his office and sprints to the overlook. He begins furiously ringing the town bell. As his residents gather, he announces, "Citizens of Blassteoto, rescue is on the way!"